sure you guys check out our channel partner, Gamersubs. Go to gamersubs.gg and use code ZAK for 10% off. It's keto-friendly, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs. I drink it to keep myself going, to keep myself energized. I'm drinking the Arctic Cooler this morning. Arctic Cooler. It's so good. And also, if you're not into the whole caffeine thing, they have caffeine-free options as well. So check them out. Good stuff. Don't have to use a whole lot. There's no maltodextrin. That's the stuff that doesn't dissolve. That's the stuff that gets all chunky from other brands. There's none of this. This stuff dissolves. It mixes in. So check them out. Gamersubs.gg, code ZAK. Link is down in the description there. We're going to get started right after this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go. People, it's Pixel Week. I don't care. I don't care if you think it's something else, but it's Pixel Week. And if you don't think it's Pixel Week, you're wrong. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to ZAKtalks TECH. And I got a surprise for you. Look at this. I got my hair cut. I got my hair cut. We'll talk more, but where did I just knocked over a whole bunch of stuff. I gotta be more careful. Is it coming through? Look, I just realized it's really thin up here. Yeah, I got my hair cut. If you want the full story now, it's on my Twitter X post. I put it up there just before the stream. But I'll go into more detail. And I know it's not tech related or whatever, but it's father and son and family related, which has always been important elements to my content in the way I present myself and what I do, because it's the only way I know how. I don't want to get on a soapbox. I'm going to try not to do that, but we'll talk about it a little bit later. Let's make sure we're in focus here. How are the Pixels doing over here? We got Pixel 7a, Pixel 7 Pro, Pixel 6a, couple Androids. Yep, another Android here. Buds Pro, Pixel Buds Pro. Soon to be joined by Pixel 8 Pro. I'm picking up my Pixel 8 Pro on Thursday, maybe earlier. I don't know. Waiting for the call from my carrier. And yeah, we're just going to talk about like what kind of content all of you can expect this week for Pixel content across all sorts of content creators, whether it's video, written, stuff like that. We're going to dive into it. Let me know if the audio is coming through, guys. I think we're coming through okay. I hope I'm not cutting out or anything like that. I changed one setting. I'm trying to monitor it myself here. I'm not wearing the headphones. But let me know is my sound and the music sound coming through okay? I can adjust a little bit. We should be good to go. I did a couple of recordings earlier to test it. So let me know. We should be good to go. Okay. Please put in the chat. Let me know. Don't just leave. Give it a thumbs up too. All right, people. Before we dive into things, before we get into the meat and potatoes and just kind of hang out on this glorious Sunday. By the way, it is Thanksgiving Sunday, Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada. So, I mean, that's not a turkey, but it's a bird. So for the rest of the world, it's Sunday, or depending on where you are, it might be even Monday. Who knows? But here in Canada, it's Thanksgiving Sunday. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving Monday. It's Thanksgiving weekend, and we're gonna have we're gonna have some people over here, family, and whatnot. Take some photos, you know, with the phone. And go from there. But before we jump into things, people, I gotta let you guys know that the stream is being brought to you by StreamYard. Check them out, StreamYard.com. Very simple to use for your streams. Pick a camera, pick a microphone, and away you go. No, nothing to download, nothing to install. You can bring in sound effects. You can bring in up to 10 people. You can bring in music. All sorts of good stuff. They have a repurposing tool, so you can do like the whole vertical thing, or whatever, put out the different platforms. Very simple to use, very simple UI. Listen, if you want to just focus on the content and have stuff locally and just not have to worry about things and whatever, and just want to go, just get online and start streaming, whether it's to Facebook or to YouTube or to Instagram, whatever it is. LinkedIn, check them out, StreamYard.com. Links down below. Appreciate them taking care of us. All right. Now, it is a live stream, folks. During a live stream, we jump into the chat. We see who's here. We say hello to the people. And then we jump into things. So let's see who's here. Let's see who's hanging out. We're going to put this here. And we're going to put myself in the top left here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll put myself in the top left. Because whenever I go in the bottom here, the words show up over top of my face. So we'll put myself right there, up by the keyboard. There's your boy right there. Okay. So you don't have to look directly at me. You know, you still have the phones here and whatnot. Look, it's not quite straight. And I know that would drive some people nuts. I think we're straight now. I think it's even. All right, people, jumping into the live chat. Aaron's Gamer, how you doing? Glad you're here. Thanks for coming through. Dennis Carlson coming in from Sweden. It's a question, Sweden? Dennis, are you guys celebrating Thanksgiving this weekend? You guys do it this weekend? Let me know. IR1980. These people are all in my Discord. By the way, if one of the mods wants to put the Discord link in the live chat, that would be amazing. I'm looking at you, Mr. Don Coben. Jimmy Fire Dragon. Jimmy says, hey, we're back. Good evening from the UK, Northern Ireland. I appreciate you coming through, Jimmy. It's about, you guys are about 6:15 p.m. there right now, I think. Corey Patrick. Just seeing if you buy the Pixel watch, you can trade in your old watch for credit of it. Oh, really? Now, Corey, I have a question for you. What area is that? I have not heard about that, about trading in watches, whatever. So, just seeing if you can if you can trade. Oh, you're asking, or are you asking, or are you telling? I don't think you can. If you can clarify, if you're asking that, Corey, or if that's a statement, I think you're asking that. Let me know. Great, Dad. Thanks, Dennis. I appreciate that, man. I try to do my best. I'm not perfect by any means at all, but try to work with what I got here. You're sounding great. Yo! Don is one of our channel members. He's been a channel member for like ever and ever and ever. So to Don. All right. I'll give you one of those, baby. There you go. I've never seen you without your hat. You're actually more handsome. Aw. Thank you for that. My wife is she's undecided. Still cutting out or over compressed music is okay. Really? That's weird, man. Is it better? Because there's a setting I can turn off that I normally turn on. You know what I'm gonna do here is actually I'm gonna flick that setting right now, and hey, now that setting is off. I had it on for this stream. I just turned it off. So you guys let me know. Gobble gobble gobble. Yes, Jonathan. I know. I should have put a turkey in there. I know I should have. I'm sorry. Jimmy Fire Dragon, how you doing? Sounding perfect. Thankfully, no buffering this time. American Diesel SA, Zach, I ordered Pixel 8 Pro on October 4th. When do you think Google Store will deliver it? Well, I think it's going to be Thursday. I think Thursday is when everything starts going out to people. I could be wrong. You need to. They'll send you a notification. Oh, I hit this thing here. They'll send you a notification, but it should be Thursday that things go out. I think everybody should have their devices in their hand by Friday. Of course, we'll probably see people get them in their hands earlier. It's sometimes it's weird about the regions, whatnot. Sometimes it depends on the carrier, whatever. No, very Canadian. There you go. Yeah, today's Thanksgiving. Corrections on the Google Store site. You can do it on the site now. Oh, okay. So you can. Corey, what area are you in? What area are you in that you can trade in a watch? That's the first time I've heard about that. 1817 currently in Northern Ireland. There you go. So yeah, so pack 2. So yeah, 617. Perfect. All good, Jimmy. Hope you're doing well. Sounds better. So Dennis thinks this sounds better. Okay, cool. So we'll leave that. We'll leave that alone. Iris says, just had Amazon UK delivery my Tudia merge case, grip case for the 8 Pro. Awesome. I think Tudia is sending some stuff to me as well. Sent you a picture of it on Twitter. Okay, cool. Corey, we will bring that up on the stream. So chill. I appreciate you sending that through. Thank you. We have such an awesome community here. I appreciate you doing that. I'm in New York City. That's awesome. I've always wanted to go to New York City. I really have. Like it's always been on my list. My Pixel 8 Pro is due Thursday from a carrier EE, but can turn up a day early, but that tends to come directly from Google Store. Okay, yeah. You know what? I have a feeling. I've got a feeling that we're going to see people getting devices already this week. And you know, depending on where you are, and let me just put it this way. Some people in the tech community have certain rules for the next week or so. And most people are following those rules. Some people are not following those rules. That's okay. That's not okay, but I mean, it's your choice if you want to bite the hand. Yeah. And then some people are regular consumers and they're going to get their stuff early. It's going to happen. My carrier myself told me, my dude, his name is Rico. Rico told me, Zach, you can pick up on Thursday. All right, cool. You can pick up on Thursday. On Thursday, I'll be trading in the 7 Pro and the 6A. As long as I can get this thing to factory reset. It's being difficult. Not factory resetting. It's giving me a really, really weird bug. If you're in our Discord, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I'm hoping to get this resolved. Maybe I'll just have to contact Google and figure it out. But yeah, that's my plan. All right, so gonna dive into the live chat here now. Someone, Corey sent something here on Twitter, and we're gonna take a look here. There's so many nice comments on Twitter. I really appreciate it. Oh, look at this. Okay, Corey, you're KK. Okay, this is your profile. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna bring this up. This is ye old Twitter, and I appreciate you tagging me in this. Again, if one of our mods can put the Discord link up, that would be awesome. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'll grab the Discord link. I know I never have this thing ready. I never have this thing ready. This link will be good for the next 7 days. I'm putting it in the live chat right now. So if you want to come hang out in our Discord, boom, there you go. Use a name that I know you by, or like at least tag me, like at me, and then I'll, we're good to go. Because if you end up coming in and you're not using a name I know, after, like, I'll ask you, and then if you don't say anything, I'll pretty much boot you and everything. We don't have any bots or anything like that, or anything to like oversee things yet. I'm working on that. I know I should be working on that. I've been talking about this forever. So come in, be cool, hang out. We have a good time in there, and whatnot. All right, so this comes from Corey here. KP, thank you for tagging me on this, and we'll bring this up on the screen here. Okay. Okay. By the way, your battery power is looking good. $349.99 or 20. Okay, so over a month. Okay, trade in your device. Get money back when you trade in your watch. When you trade in your watch or fitness tracker. Manufacturer Google Pixel Watch. Is your device in good condition? $150. Really? I've never seen people trade in. Maybe, I don't know if this is new. This is the first time I've ever seen it. That's cool, man. That you can trade in old, like your previous smart device. This will be the first time I've had a Pixel Watch. It's coming with my 8 Pro from my carrier. So I'm looking forward to that. I know it's going to look super small in my arms, but I'm looking more forward to the functionality and whatnot. So cool. So you're in New York City and you're able to trade in a watch. Very cool. Thank you, Corey, for sharing that. I appreciate that. I'm going to give you one of these. Thank you. And I'll make sure to go back and write a comment after. Okay. All right. I'm going to close off. We're going to talk more about. We're going to talk more about this right here a little bit later with my son and I. Not just yet. Not just yet, but it's up on Twitter X there if you guys want to take a look. Okay, so let's dive back into more of the Twitter or the Pixel stuff. People, I'm excited. This is my Christmas. Okay, this is my time of the year. I love Pixel season. Fun fact, very fun fact. If you go back on this channel to my oldest videos, my first 4 or 5 oldest videos, those videos were recorded on a Pixel first generation, Pixel 1, first generation Pixel. I had a little mini tripod and recorded. I wish I had taken pictures of the setup. I took some pictures of the setup later on when I used a Galaxy device, but little tripod, and you can hear myself like trying to do it in one take because I was using some other software, and I'm like, you know, listen, your first videos are terrible, but my very first videos on this channel were done with a Pixel device. I think the very first video was I was reviewing or showing some ballistic cases, if you guys are familiar with ballistic. So I've always been connected there. Plus my very first Nexus device was a Nexus 4. I absolutely loved it, except the back cracked somehow. And I'm like, how do I cover this up? How do I fix this Nexus? Like, how do I make it look nice again? And I'm searching around. I eventually came across this company that had just launched called Dbrand. Dbrand. I found Dbrand back in the day when they had first launched. I think they were barely a year into business. So I hit them up and they actually did a custom skin for me. Dbrand used to do custom skins. You used to be able to send them templates and they would do custom skins. But I bought a titanium skin from them. It looks so dope. And I bought a custom Calgary Flame skin from them. Really cool. I actually have photos of that. Maybe I'll show you guys later. So that's how far back I go. And I've had the Nexus 5, 5X, 6, 6P, Pixel 1, Pixel 2, 3, 4, 4A. I never had the 5 or 5A. I never had the 6A. I had the 6 Pro. 7. My wife has a 7. Obviously, I have the 7 Pro here. 7A, 6A. Oh, sorry. What, did I say 6A here? 6A right here. And yeah, so the only other Pixels I've never had are the 5 and 5A, and I can't remember why I didn't get them. I think the 5A wasn't available in Canada. It was only US and in Japan. But I never got the 5, and I can't remember why I didn't get the 5. But anyway, so I've always had Pixels and Nexuses, and I love them. Nothing wrong with Samsung. Nothing wrong with the other brands. You guys know I've done reviews and I've loved them. I've used one of my favorite Samsungs was the Galaxy Note. Is that the right name? Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Note 10 Plus, yeah. What an awesome device. Note 10 Plus. I took some amazing photos with that. But I recently, as of this past April, reviewed the Galaxy S23 Ultra. Oh my god, what an amazing device. Did I say Galaxy S23 Ultra? Yeah, Galaxy S23 Ultra. Which is like a Note, but it has the size, right? So, yeah, I'm a smartphone fan, but I prefer Pixel, and I don't hide that, right? So, everybody has their thing, right? All right, people, gonna go into live chat. Let me just put myself down here in the corner again, or up in the corner. Take a look here. Keep on putting in the live chat, people. What Pixel you're picking up? Are you waiting for additional reviews? Are you waiting for better deals? I know that was a kind of a point of contention there earlier this week for some people. So put it in the live chat, like, you know, what you plan on doing. If you're not a Pixel person, I want to hear that too. If you're not a Pixel person, that's fine. That's fine. Let's talk about that. Why are you not a Pixel person? What is wrong with you? Anyway, going up to the chat here. Yeah, there's the Discord link, people. Go ahead and use those. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate you guys putting that. Take a look here. Serge. Hey, Zach. Hi, Zach. I'm hoping to get my Google Pixel 8 Pro delivered on Friday, the 13th. Dun, dun, dun. Just in time for my trip to Canada. Oh, Serge, where are you going? Where are you going in Canada? Let me know. Let me know. If you don't mind putting in the chat, or you can just ping me privately. Let me know, where are you going? Where are you going in the Canada? Let me know where you're going, okay? Dawn says here, my wife just told me a few minutes ago she's actually excited for her 8 Pro upgrade and looking forward to the watch. She never looked forward to upgrades. Awesome, man. That's great. So both her and I are going to have the same phone. Cool. So, like, I know Dawn's going to come directly to me for tech support. But you know what, Dawn? Tell your wife to call me. Like, not in a creepy way. Like, that wasn't... You know what I mean, right? Dawn, I need to give you my number. I trust you enough. I think you're a good friend. And then we can talk about other stuff that we can't talk about, you know, in other places. But anyway, Dawn, the free Pixel Watch 2 or Pixel Buds Pro claim website opens on the 27th October here in the UK. So it'll probably be the same here in Canada. So what happens is you get the device from your carrier, and then you'll get like a code after you hit that date, because they want you to have the device for so long, so you're past the return period, and then you claim. So that way you can't get the device, claim, return the device, which has happened in the past. That's why that's like that. So some people might like, why come I can't claim it right away? How come I can't get the watch right away? Well, it's because you have to have it for so long with your carrier to get past the return period, and then you submit your claim for it, and that's basically it, right? So I'm not gonna have my watch right away, just like everybody else. That's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with not having it right away. It's cool. Jonathan Rash says, sorry I'm not able to stay. I got something to do, but I'll watch the replay. Hey, Jonathan, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate you coming through anyway. IRNIT. We have till the 16th of October to buy Pixel 8. We have this till the 16th of October to buy Pixel 8 or 8 Pro to qualify for free watch buds here in the UK. Don't know if the same for other countries. I believe it's the same here. It's for a couple weeks. Normally it's only for about a week or so, but I believe my guy told me, my carrier dude told me that's the same thing. It's the same sort of thing. Pre-order the 8 Pro. Corey said, Corey, what I think you said on Twitter X there, but what color and storage size did you get? What color and storage size? So if you guys are gonna put it in the chat like what you pre-ordered, let me know what color and storage size. Let me know. I'm interested, because I know a lot of people got the blue. I was flip-flopping. I wasn't sure about the blue for a while, because the black, that matte black just looks gorgeous. It really, really does. So, Serge, I like the Google Pixel 5, but I did not like the under the screen speaker for calls. Yeah. I seem to remember some people talking about that. But you know what? Hey, they've learned, they've moved forward, and here we are today. It's all good. I'm going to be going to YTZ Toronto and might make a surprise visit via New York. I might change my plans to visit my cousin in Calgary. Okay. Serge, I'm in Calgary. So listen. If you want to get together for a coffee or whatever, let me know. Let me know what area of town you're in. I know some people are kind of weird about like meeting people on the internet. It's up to you. It's completely up to you. Hit me up. I'm not sure if you're on Twitter X or not, or in our Discord, but those are the best ways. And let's get together for a coffee. You don't have to put anything here in the chat right now. It's completely up to you. No pressure. You really should. But let me know. I would love to meet up. I love to meet people and whatnot, especially people that are supportive in the community that come through on the chats and everything like that. So let me know. That would be cool if you visit your cousin in Calgary. Because like, if you're gonna go from Toronto to Calgary, that's not just like a drive. That's like a 4.5 hour flight. So it's not just like, unless you plan on driving it or something like that, or taking that quick flight. So it's about a 4.5 hour, 5 hour flight, depending on, right? So Corey says 128 gigabyte in the bay. You notice that they don't call it like Blue Bay? It's just bay, porcelain, obsidian, rose. They went with these single words. Most of them are one syllable as well. And there's a marketing reason for that too. And I think it's brilliant. Because people are going to call it Blue Bay. That's fine. People will call it blue. People see the color. But I think it's cool how they didn't call it like Blue Bay. I think it's cool they just went with the one name. I like these little quirks, these little things. All right, people. So, content you're going to run into this week. Content. Now we're not talking about my content. We're talking about like everybody else. You're going to see your typical, and this is important for you or for your family or people that you know that plan on getting these devices. Okay. And all this content serves a purpose. There's going to be similar content from other people and other content creators. You know, some content creators are going to speak to you, and sometimes some are not going to. They're going to vibe with you. Some of them won't. Okay. You're going to see your typical unboxings. You're going to see your typical, this is what's inside the box, and here's a tour of the box. You're going to see your typical, holding the phone and doing the, with the grass background and everything like that. I think we're all guilty of that. Typical kind of B-roll kind of thing. People flipping it over, using it, and that's awesome, right? That's great. Make sure you guys are asking questions and you're making requests with these other content creators and whatnot. You're going to see, honestly, probably a lot of boring content because it's the same stuff all the time. For us as tech nerds, tech geeks, and tech enthusiasts and everything, creators and everything, it all looks the same. But for our friends and family that maybe are not so much into this, they might get into it, right? You're going to see probably some really unique different content from different people. I'll make sure to tweet or get that information out there for people. Hopefully there'll be some reels and things like that, TikToks. The short form content's going to do amazing. Remember, people, with the short form content, you're not getting the full context. So it's very important for you to ask questions, and who knows, maybe there'll be a controversy. I hope not. Like we saw with, a certain fruit device. And then hopefully it gets nipped in the bud right away, because that was a hot issue. Yep. That's hot. It's important for you as you're watching content creators, when you're making these decisions, when you're deciding on devices, if you're still there, whatever. Why is everybody saying this and only this one person says this? Why is everybody having this issue but this one person isn't, or the only select group is, right? So it's really important to ask those questions. It's really important to, I guess, stay on top of it if you really care and whatnot. If you want to put the blinders on and just only watch one content creator and take their advice, then hey, I'm not going to stop you. But it's your wallet, and you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't if you didn't watch everybody else and kind of make a decision, right? Now, a lot of us already know that we want to get the new thing. We already know we want to go that way. Cool. Go for it. But I'm saying, I talked about this during the last couple of live streams. Pixels typically go on for their best pricing. Their best pricing during Black Friday week, mid-November. Okay? Not just one day, but usually a whole week kind of thing. Mid-November. Are you going to still be able to get free stuff then? I don't know. Normally, no. Normally, it's just the device. You'll get your best price through your carrier or directly through Google. Will you get better trade-ins? I don't know. But for the devices themselves are typically the best price then. The benefit of waiting till then, obviously, is you get to watch the reviews, you get to see all the responses, the camera comparisons, the different features, right? So there's a lot of benefits here. Also, if you have last year's device or even a Pixel 6, even a Pixel 5, you can chill. It's okay. You're not missing out. Listen, FOMO, fear of missing out. FOMO is a real thing. We're all guilty of it. Don't say you're not. We're all guilty of it, okay? Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Chill, take a breath, drink a Gamer Subs, code Zach. And then move forward. All right. So I'm looking forward to watching everybody's content. People that are getting the device from Google, people that are going out and buying the device, people that are trading in. I'm looking forward to watching content from people that mostly do iPhone or maybe mostly Samsung content, because they usually point out things that maybe we might not see. I'm looking forward to seeing content from people that don't even do smartphone reviews. that maybe they typically do headphones. I keep on forgetting to remove this song from the playlist. You know what? We're just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna touch anything. So I'm looking forward to watching content from those kind of people that don't typically do tech reviews, like maybe lifestyle or food vloggers or lifestyle or whatever, right? Really looking forward to that kind of stuff, right? The day in the life type content, I love that kind of stuff. You guys know Canoopsy? You guys know Canoopsy, right? Canoopsy out of Toronto, Isaac there. He just released his iPhone 15 Pro Max day in the life. Cool video, man. Like, I've always found him very inspiring. And that's in the style and the way he's been doing his video is very much how I'm going to be changing things up over on my Pixel channel, ZAKtalks Pixel. In fact, that channel name will probably completely change. I'm going to be experimenting over there with some things. I'm still going to do the kind of content over there that typically does well, which is the updates sort of thing and you know, the newest feature drops and whatnot. But in terms of reviewing like devices and things like that, and how things are presented, I might be changing things up over there because I don't want to do the same thing as everybody else, and it just kind of drives me nutty, right? And I want to do more of a tech lifestyle. Talked about this during the last live stream. We're a Pixel family here. We got the Nest Wi-Fi, we got the doorbells, we got the cameras, we got the tablet. My wife uses a Pixel, my son uses a Pixel. This Pixel right here is actually my son's. I took it away from him during the live stream. He doesn't know what to do with himself. I'm kidding. He's doing Lego or something like that. Okay. So it's you know, things are changing. It'll be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's a time of the year to do things that are fun. Zach, you should stick with the narrative and you should do what works and get the views. No, man, that's not me. I'm gonna do what's cool and different. I don't wanna necessarily do what everybody else is doing, right? I'll do some of the B-roll and things like that everybody else does, but it's gonna be the way I want to do it. So, anyway, people, let's dive into the live chat. What you guys are saying, and then we'll continue on with this little live stream we're doing here. Okay, Serge says, "Cool, brother. I'll take you up on that offer if I make it to Calgary." Yeah, dude. Honestly, if anybody ever comes to Calgary or even close, Banff, Canmore, anywhere near Calgary, Edmonton is not near Calgary. Okay, you've got to be within 30 minutes of Calgary. Okay, within 30 minutes, a 30-minute drive. Look me up. Don't be a stranger. Don, I'm totally getting together with you next time you're here. We are going to get together, buddy, and you're going to buy me dinner. Okay? We're going to go somewhere expensive, and you're going to buy me dinner. All right. If Google nails the video boost feature and the quality turns out to be exceptionally good, then it could be a game changer going forward. I absolutely believe that, IR, and I think it could be really good for content creators. I'm particularly really looking forward to that because I do all my TikTok, my short form content through my Pixel 7 Pro. So to have that on the 8 Pro, the video boost, all the new features and whatnot, man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. By the way, people, at the top of your live chat, is a link for Buy Me a Coffee. You can also do Super Chat. You can become a channel member like people here. It's not required, but it is definitely appreciated. Hanging out here with me, watching the replays, things like that, that's enough right there. But if you want to help additionally, cool. There are ways to do that down in the description there, post to the top and everything. Completely optional, completely up to you. I always appreciate it. This is kind of, you know, because things have kind of changed a little bit recently for myself and everything like that with my other work and whatnot. You know, this is the way going forward right now for myself right now for a lot of things. So appreciate it. I just want to point that out real quick. All right, going up here. Make sure you're buying the devices for this. Sorry, let me start this again. Make sure you're buying the device for what it is out of the box. Don't promise for updates. Yeah, and even though Google is really good about updates and everything like that, I mean, the whole 7-year thing, we've talked about the 7-year thing. Actually, we're going to talk more about the 7-year thing here in a bit. Definitely get the device for what it is now. So if you're not sure about what Video Boost is all about, wait for that feature drop in December. Wait till we get it in December and then go from there, because we're not going to have feature drop next week. Or sorry, we're not going to have Video Boost next week on the 8 Pro. That's not going to be till December. So there's still stuff to look forward to. Yeah, man, let's fix that account. I, like you, don't meet me in Edmonton like you. Exactly. All right, I want to talk about the 7-year thing. I pointed this out on, I think I pointed it on Twitter X. I think I pointed it out in a Instagram short, not an Instagram short, an Instagram story. And I pointed it out over on ZAKtalks channel. I was on his live stream earlier this week. So Google has come out and they said during their presentation, 7 years of updates. That's 7 years of software updates, AI updates, feature drop, like everything. Everything. 7 years. 7 years. It's not just one thing. It's 7 years across the board. And again, that's on 8 and 8 Pro only. 8 and 8 Pro only. 7 years. The initial reaction from everybody was, who keeps their device for 7 years? And that's a very valid question. I personally only know one person ever who's had their device for 5+ years. I think they might be actually coming up on 6 years. Okay. But there are people that keep their devices. Like, they don't upgrade. They either don't want to, they can't afford to, they don't need to. They're not connected to their phones like how we are. Maybe they just use it for texting and calling, right? I think it's great. I think it's good for the industry. I think it's good for other manufacturers to be kind of put on notice that, hey, step up your game. So I think it's good for consumers overall. But I think there's a bigger picture here. I think there's a bigger picture here that Google is trying to show and prove. We all know that Google has a tremendous bad reputation, unfortunately, of bringing stuff out and then canceling it. If you don't believe me, look at the Killed by Google website, okay? Or, you know, I think there's a couple websites that track that kind of stuff. Everything from hardware to software, right? I don't blame people for some people being nervous about changing and whatnot, about support. Is this device going to have support, right? This is kind of a bigger picture they're trying to paint, which is, you know, we're committed to the Pixel ecosystem, to the Pixel hardware. That's what the 7-year statement says. We are committed and going forward, and we're not canceling this. That's what it says to me. That's what the 7-year thing says to me. I very much trust Google that they're going to do this right, because you know damn well if they don't, oh my goodness. Like, if they go back on this, I think that's the end of the Pixel line. And I would hate to see that happen. I really would. Okay? But I think it's a bigger statement of the commitment to the hardware, the commitment to the software, because it's more of a software game nowadays, as we all know. And it's a commitment to make people comfortable to purchase into this ecosystem, into the Pixel system, right? How powerful is that? If you're a rep at a store, if you're a Verizon, if you're at a Bell, Rogers, TELUS, AT&T, whatever it is, right? Someone comes in. Well, there's this device, okay, by the way, the Pixel has 7 years of updates. What? Like, that's huge. Everybody understands that. Doesn't matter if you're techie or not. 7 years of updates? 7 years of support? 7 years of security? Like, that's huge. That is really huge. Everybody understands that. That's a huge selling point. And it's a huge selling point right now. So I think that's the bigger picture. It's not so much who keeps it for 7 years. It's the commitment for the ecosystem. It's the commitment for the Pixel line. That's what it is. All right, people. What's the battery gonna be like in 7 years? See, that's the thing, right? We all know that lithium-ion batteries, if you don't use them for a while, will drain. Sometimes they'll expand. Sometimes it happens like right out of the box. The typical lifespan for a lithium-ion battery is 2 to 3 years. That's factual. You can look that up. Some people have been able to make it last longer, okay? It can happen, okay? But typically, on average, 2 to 3 years. So, I guess you have to really question, you know, do you keep it for 7 years? Valid question, Don. Absolutely, right? Hey guys, what did I miss? Moises missed everything, man. You missed everything. Go back and watch the replay. But we just went through like what to expect this week in terms of you know, content and whatnot. I talked about my buzz cut. Actually, we're going to talk about that in a second here. And all sorts of other stuff. But go ahead and watch the replay if you need to, man. Glad to see you're staying hydrated, Zach. Hey, Jimmy. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, people. Jimmy also says here, yeah, but not that many people keep their phones for 7 years. Yeah, I completely agree, man. I completely agree. Like I said, I personally only know one person for 5+ years. I think LeBaron Burton, our resident popcorn man, popcorn world, I think he put something about a OnePlus device, which I think is coming up on 6 years. I think is what it said. So again, it's the 7 years is about showing the commitment for the ecosystem, the commitment for for the overall picture, right? It's and the hardware and everything that's involved. And also Google is recognizing as well, and I think we've all recognized this in the tech, this tech bubble of ours kind of thing. We know that when we look at devices year over year, there really hasn't been a lot of changes. Unless you're looking at like going to folding devices. Now we're looking at a physical change, but internally, like think about some of the foldables are out there. Some of the Galaxy foldables, especially when the Galaxy foldables first came out. They didn't have as good specs or good cameras as say their traditional flat devices or their counterparts kind of thing that were just flat. Google has definitely recognized that it's more of a software game now. So you know what? Listen, if we can keep the hardware relatively the same and it can be supported for 7 years, that's a win. That's a win. It's a huge win, right? How many people are holding their Pixel 7 Pro, or maybe even their 7a and going, oh, I don't want to go to the new 8 series because there's not enough change. But you know what? You're still going to get the software. You're going to still get the AI enhancements. You're still going to get the feature drops. You're still going to get the security. You're going to get all those things. You're going to get all those things. And you don't need the new hardware, right? That's powerful, man. That's awesome. That's great. How many people do we know who still have iPhones from, 5 or 6 years ago, still trucking along fine because they're still getting the updates and everything? It's the same thing, man. It's good, right? You don't need the new hardware in order to enjoy the new software. I don't know how many more ways I have to put this, right? Right, there you go. Missed one there. Cora says, the deal Google is doing with iFixit will help battery replacement with the 7-year promise. Yeah, and I read about that. And I'm actually going to be doing some short form content. I know there's been some write-ups on that and everything like that, but I need to look into that, get the details right on that, and I plan on doing some short form stuff about that. I can't wait for my Pixel Pro to arrive this week, man. Neither can I. I'm picking up mine from my carrier. Usually most people keep their phones for about 2 to 3 years, sometimes maybe 4 or rarely 5. Yep, completely agree, man. And secondary market will benefit from some of your problems. Exactly, yeah. Resale. Now, will this increase Pixel prices on the resale market? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And obviously it has to be an 8 or 8 Pro, right? Like it's only an 8 and 8 Pro and everything else going forward, right? I'm assuming the 9 series that are 8A will be the same as well. Assuming those series come as well, right? Yeah, I've been contemplating maybe getting Pixel Fold, but then I have been thinking about how the display and the hinge will be a year or 18 months. Again, time will tell as people keep these devices and whatnot, right? The people that are doing the long form, keeping stuff for the long term, like myself here, I've had my Pixel 7 Pro since October, November last year, right? I've been very transparent about my use with it and whatnot. I've had the 7A since May this year, right? So you guys can come to me for the long form kind of content and whatnot and find out what's going on, right? With that kind of support, I think it adds value to the phone and resale value will go up. Yep, and as long as the word gets out there, as long as people understand that Pixels come with 7 years of support, that's good, right? Aces, I'm back just looking for football games. Some poutine would be nice right now. I heard you're talking about that on Viper. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a short form poutine tasting channel. I haven't even made the channel yet, or I didn't even pick the name or anything like that, but it's something I'm thinking of doing just for fun. If I start it, I don't know if I'll tell people like where it is. You'll just have to like search it, because I won't be posting anything on other socials and whatnot. So I want it to like happen naturally, like through the YouTube algorithm and whatnot. So yeah, we'll see. It should be fun. It should be good on the waistline. By the way, this is my save Ferris. Save Ferris. Seriously, if you don't know what movie this, put in the chat if you know what movie this is from. Come on, Save Ferris. What the reference is, Please, I hope somebody knows. Don't make me out to be the old guy here, okay? I hope I'm not the only old guy. Jimmy Fire says, and I don't want a big line through my Google Pixel Fold, but someone in my class in college has a Z Fold 3, and the hinge has a big line, like it looks like it's been through a sellotape on it. Ew. I've never seen that, but I'd be interested to see what that looks like, or maybe find out what happened. Let me know. Very interesting. All right, people. It's a big week, hey? Pixel. I'm not sure if there's anything else being released this week in terms of, other smartphone devices. We're kind of at the end of Techtober, September, what do you want to call it, kind of thing. And then we'll be into like Black Friday week, and then things kind of calm down until the new year, and then CES, the Consumer Electronics Showcase, Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. I don't know if I'm going yet. I've had a brand reach out to me and say, hey, we'll take care of your hotel and food, but I have to get my flight down there, which is fine. I have the flight points to get down there. It's just, I'm looking for additional compensation that way and whatnot. But also, I don't know if I really want to. I like Las Vegas. I like going to Las Vegas. I've only been 3 times, but I've liked it every time. I don't gamble really. I might go play a little bit of roulette. That's about it. But I like Las Vegas. Las Vegas is fun. The showcase is amazing. You have shuttles that take you all around the place. Meeting up with people, your fellow content creators, seeing people in the flesh is really wild. A lot of fun. It's cool, Get to finally put a face to people and, touch them. Oh, you're real. You're a real person, right? So it's fun, right? So I'm undecided right now. I'm undecided, especially with the kind of content I'm doing with Pixel and whatnot. Not that I want to like pigeonhole myself, because on the live channel here, we could talk about anything tech, right? Well, and I continue to do in the past. Like this show isn't just about Pixel, right? I'm undecided right now. I'm undecided. I'm registered, and everything like that. I did the registration, so we're good to go there. So, yes, the shirt is from Ferris Bueller. Well, it's not from it, but it's in reference to. So save Ferris. Save Ferris. Oh, Jimmy Fire. That's why I don't really like the likes of, I think Honor says, and the hinge goes up to 400. Yeah. So Jimmy, I guess you just kind of got to make a decision, right? And keep on taking in the content and whatnot. And, if you can get an extra warranty, extra support that way to kind of take the stress off, then go for it, right? So personally speaking, like I've told you guys this before, I've never used a foldable for an extended period. I've used one for an hour or so here and there, like friends, but I've never used one for an extended period, right? So maybe in the future. The Pixel Fold was not sold here in Canada this year. Now, I could have purchased it from the United States and had it shipped up here by a friend, but then I would not have had a warranty, and also the conversion to American plus the shipping cost, it was just insane. So just wasn't feasible for myself. So, but the warranty thing was the most concerning thing. I'd rather buy my device locally, right? So. Gobble gobble, everybody! It's Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. So today we're gonna have my brother-in-law and his girlfriend over, and myself, my wife, and the kids, and that's it. Traditional turkey, garlic mashed potatoes. I think we got some veggies like carrots and peas and whatever from the garden. My wife's gonna make stuffing and gravy from scratch. None of the stovetop crap. Okay, from scratch. Everything from scratch. But we did buy a $5 Costco pumpkin pie because that's way cheaper and easier than buying it and then making it yourself. I know it's not the same, but these Costco pumpkin pies are huge. So we bought 2 of them, $10. They're huge. I'll take a picture for you guys later. They're bigger than my head. I have a big freaking head. Okay, but anyway, I'll take some pictures for you guys later and put them on Twitter X and everything like that. So happy Thanksgiving if you're Canadian as well. For my Americans, happy Sunday, October 8th. And people are like, why do Canadians do why is the Thanksgiving early? Well, it really comes down to the harvest Like we typically I think that's why it is. But it goes back to how Canadians do their harvest, the farms and whatnot, earlier than Americans. I think that's how it kind of started. But yeah, our Thanksgiving's been in October, and then Americans do theirs in November, and then we all have Christmas on the same day, kind of thing. At least here in North America, right? So that's how it works, right? Let's dive into the live chat here. See what you guys are talking about. Jimmy says, did you see Mr. Mobile's interview with Rick Ostrich? Yes, I did. It was so good. I want Mr. Mobile to do more interviews, and I want to see Rick do more one-on-ones. I want to see more from both of those gentlemen. I think Michael is a terrific interviewer. I really do. He's so good at it, and I'd love to see more of that from him. And I'd like to see Rick do more stuff. I really do, because Rick's kind of like a rock star to me. I like Rick. He was talking about the Pixel Flip and if there will be one done. Oh yeah, I remember he meant that reference, and like Rick kind of like went around it. I think they'll do a flip. I think it makes sense for them to do a flip. Man, a Google Flip? Can you imagine? Here, I've talked about this before. I think a Google Flip will do even better than a Fold. Now, okay, let's keep it straight here. The Pixel Fold is only available officially in the United States and Japan. Makes sense, because those are the biggest markets, especially Japan, the way things have been growing. But think about a flip. Think about any other device that does a flip. What does a flip open up to? To this. It opens up to this. Something familiar. Something that people recognize, right? Right? So they flip it open, and it opens up to this. It's familiar. It protects the screen. It's more compact. Flips are good. And if you look at Samsung's numbers, they do way more flips than they do folds. Way more flips. You ask any carrier, they move more flips than folds. If you ask Samsung about their numbers online, they do way more flips than folds. That's fact, because it's familiar. I think it makes sense for Google to do a Pixel Flip. Pixel Flip, man, I'll flip for Pixel. Let me tell. I can't wait. It's gonna happen. It has to happen. Look at these things keep on. Is it driving anybody else's OCD nuts that these are not straight? There we go. Let's go through the live chat. Really enjoyed the interview and got to see an insight, and also made an experience with Pixel Watch 1. Didn't have some of the Fitbit features, and the watch's acquisition was not complete in time. There you go. Don says, I could hunt CES for Pixel accessories. Yeah, man. Yeah. Or you could hunt. You know what? That's a good one, actually. That's a really good one. That's actually a really good strategy right there. I like that idea. Don, you may have just convinced me to go. Just got to get together the extra money and whatnot. Was so frustrated that Rick had just avoided the question. Of course he did, though, because he works for Google. Well, it's classic PR. It's not avoiding. He can only talk about what is, right? Because if you tell people we're working on this, then people have an expectation. In this kind of business, you can only talk about what is, really. You can't say, well, we're working on this, whatever, because then there's this expectation, and then if things don't come through, then people are like, well, you said you would do this. Well, that's just not realistic, right? So, do you think Google will ever do a mid-range foldable or flip boy like Motorola did with the Razr 4 4.0? Yeah, I can see it happening as foldables and flips get more popular and as costs come down, kind of like how Samsung does a fan edition. I can see it happening. I can absolutely see it happen, right? I think Google needs to focus on current devices. They don't need to add other ones. Get traction with the ones they've got now. Maybe after Fold 3 or 4. Yeah, I would not actually blame Google if they didn't do a flip going into next year, if they just did a Fold 2 and then did it in the third generation, right? Wouldn't blame that at all, because these are still very powerful devices. People still buy these, right? I think it makes sense. I think they're looking at market numbers and they're going to kind of make their adjustments from there. Like Tango Dad did, yeah. I have to take a look at that as well. Yes, I'll buy the Pixel Flip like you described. Absolutely, there, American Diesel SA. How you doing? I'll be your executive. You know what, Don? We should talk about this, man. We should talk about the going down together. I think it'd be a hoot. I think we could get in all sorts of stupid trouble. It could be a lot of fun, man. Serge, are you enjoying Android 14? Is different? Is it any different from Android 13? Any significant upgrades? Yeah, you know what? I'm enjoying. Let me see if I can show you on this one. Let me just make sure there's nothing personal. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Let me just clear some things out here. Okay. So, yeah, I am enjoying Android 14. I really am. You know, it seems very much refined. I like the new wallpapers and whatnot. So we'll go to wallpapers and style. Let me just make sure there's nothing. Yeah. And the new lock screen thing, for example, the new lock screen widgets, whatever. So you can pick these, you can pick lock screen now, and you can pick these the way it looks on your lock screen now. So for myself personally, I have this side one, and you can do a lot more customization and whatnot down here, things like that. You can put different shortcuts in the corner. So for example, I have the flashlight in the corner here. I don't have anything on the right, and things like that. I actually did a whole TikTok on that. So for this improvement with the Android 14 and change and whatnot, I'm really enjoying that. But I haven't gone through all the pixel drop stuff so far. Battery life seems to be better. It seems to be a little bit better, but that might also be a placebo effect. That might be a placebo effect. So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. Put those right there. I'll be doing more content on that, Surge. I'm just not diving into it right away. A says here, why does Canada celebrate Thanksgiving in October? Is it October 10th? Yeah, so we celebrated this second week here. It's because of the harvest and whatnot, just traditionally, and it's always been like that. It's been like that forever, as far as I know. And I think it started with because Canada does we do our harvest earlier. I think that's how it kind of started. So the United States does it in November. That's just the way it is. Could you see Google announcing a Flippy Boy around I/O time next year, or maybe the Pixel 9 event? So if they're going to announce a flip, so first of all, if there's going to be a Fold 2, which there most likely will be, it'll be around the same time, and that would also be when they announce the flip. I can't see them doing it separately. Okay, so when they do the Pixel Fold 2, that's when they'll announce the flip. If there is a flip, if there is, yeah. They're more interested in optimizing they're more interested in optimizing Android for fold flips in general than having all form factors. Yeah, again, we have to see how things, roll out, basically, right? Harvesting things in November is hard here. Yeah, exactly. Unless you live in like parts of BC, whatever, that don't get as cold and whatnot. But yeah, like literally by next week, I would not be surprised if the snow flew. Right now here in Calgary, it's an unusual 23 degrees this weekend. Celsius, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. It's never this warm during Thanksgiving weekend. And I'm enjoying it. Global warming, cool. It's not cool, but it's working out well for this week for us here in Canada. If that offends you, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. All right, moving on. Ec 1164. I'm on the 14 beta and side loaded with AI wallpapers. Worked well on my 4. I need to check out the AI wallpaper thing. That sounds really cool. If you want to put a beta on, go ahead. I've never been a beta person. Yeah. Is it cold up there? Not today, man. Not today. Right now, it is about, what is the temperature right now? Right now, outside right now, it is 20 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees, which is pretty good. If I bring up the forecast for this week here, let me just bring this up this way. All right, here's the forecast this week. So 24 today, 25 tomorrow, 20 Tuesday, and then you guys can see it's getting cooler. Now that's rain, it's not snow, but you guys can see it's getting cooler throughout next week. Okay, Friday the 13th, it'll be 13. But normally this time of the year, it can be like we can have snow. We don't have snow yet. But I think the Farmer's Almanac, if you follow that, some people do. The Farmer's Almanac is saying that our winter this year is going to be warmer than usual because of El Nino and everything like that. I think what it is. So 64 degrees, is that what that is? 20? Yeah, not bad, right? It's hoodie weather. It's hoodie weather. I like it. Was it 30 here yesterday? Really? It was 30 in Surrey? Holy cow, dude. 30? Wow. It was 23 Celsius today in the UK, warm for October. Yeah, say IR, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We have very similar weather between, UK and Canada kind of thing, and Ireland and whatnot. So 73.4 in Fahrenheit, apparently. There you go. Nice. I think people in the US know more about Canada than Canadians know about US. Do you agree? I disagree. I think people in the US know more about Canada than Canadians know about... No, I disagree. I disagree. There's too many stereotypes and poking fun at Canadians that I see on a daily basis. I totally disagree with that. Completely disagree with that. Just my experience though. But yeah. And I have my reasons. Yeah. I'm okay with a little bit of ribbing, but sometimes it just gets really stupid. Same here. Temperatures dropped for Wednesday around UK. There you go. 16 here. 16 here next to New York City. There you go. Abbotsford. Wash your mouth. Oh, you're in Abbotsford. So sorry. You're not in Surrey. You're Abbotsford. Excuse me. I've never been to Abbotsford. I mean, I drove through to get to Vancouver. That's about it, right? 18 where I live. There you go. I think people and in Canada know more about the U.S. than people in the U.S. know about Canada. Well, okay. I don't think that's true either. Okay, let me tell you this. Here, this is an actual fact. Over 80% of Canada's population, over 80% of our population, lives within a 2-hour drive. So it could be closer. Within a 2-hour drive of the U.S. border. If you look at most of our major cities here in Canada, they're all very close to the border for the most part. Canada is huge, but keep in mind that the state of California has a larger population than all of Canada. Think about that. The state of California has a larger population than all of Canada. That's a fact. Seriously, like we're at like 38 million people here. California has like what, 42 million or maybe even higher, right? It's crazy. We got a lot of space up here. Most of it's cold. But we do get the 4 seasons here. Like earlier this summer, it was like 38, 40 degrees Celsius, which is, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but yeah, it was hot. Like it gets hot here. And it's not just because of this year. Like it's been hot here in years past. It's always been hot. We get the 4 seasons here, okay? Not just the hotel chain, but the actual 4 seasons, okay? We get it here, okay? Okay. As for like people saying, yes, Canada, it was a frozen, hostile wasteland. Okay, that's the Jim Carrey skit. Look that up, okay? It's a classic. No, okay? Like we get the 4 seasons here, okay? Please, spare me, okay? I'm not going off on you, I'm just telling you. Okay? I'm just saying, okay? Yeah. Hard disagree. That's right, Don. That's right.
All right.
You know what? And actually, I'm going to play this one for you. And again, I'm being playful here. But here you go.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
That's just like
yeah,
your opinion, man.
Yeah. If you know what movie that's from, put it in the live chat. It's one of my favorite movies. Put that in the live chat if you know what that's from, okay? It's 11 Celsius here. Ew. It's still hoodie weather, man. Still a hoodie. I would for an American company. They were very focused internally. Yeah, he works. There you go. Yeah, the temperatures have been dropping the past few weeks where I live, unfortunately, and I have been getting quite a bit of rain and on off. Yeah, it's that time of the year, man, where you got to carry a jacket or wear a hoodie all day, kind of thing, right? Yep, knew that. Lots of open wooded and frozen up here. Yeah, lots of wood up here, ladies. Wood, lots of wood. 100 Fahrenheit. Yeah. It got a couple days up here in Calgary like that. Ira says you got to put a screen protector on your. Are you gonna put a screen protector on your 8 Pro? I have had a film screen protector on my 6 Pro. since I got November 2021, and I'm gonna put a film protector again, not glass, despite the screen. Probably not. I don't typically. I'm gonna test some screen protectors. Probably. I don't traditionally do, but I'm probably gonna go without. I like to use without. I too like to live dangerously, as they would say. So probably gonna go without, but I'll probably test some. Whitestone Dome, if you're watching, send me your screen protectors for the 8 series. Okay, send them. Work. No, there you go. Canada and Australia, similar population area where they live, most of it empty. Yep. Australia is also on my list to visit. Absolutely. Jimmy says, where I live in Northern Ireland, we do get quite a bit of rain. Then again, we've known about that. By the way, sorry, Jimmy, I want to know, and everybody else that's in the UK, Ireland, whatnot, how far away do you guys live from that tree that was cut down? If you know which tree I'm talking about, I can't remember what it's called. I hate to call it the Robin Hood tree, but it was because it was iconic before that movie, in my opinion. How far away are you from that tree? And last time I heard, they had found the people that did it was a grandfather and a 16-year-old kid, or something like that. It's such a shame about that thing. It's kind of disgusting because I love taking pictures of, nature and things like that, and landscapes and everything. But let me know, like, if you guys are close to that. It's really sad. LK are also very good for screen protectors. I'll look at them. I'll add them to my list here. I've left the one for my Fold 5 to chicken to take it off. Hey man, I don't blame you. No, but Toronto is probably one of the places I want to go before I die. Toronto, okay. Take it from a Canadian who's not in Toronto. I mean, Toronto's cool and everything to visit, in my opinion. Not sure if you want to live there. Okay, people are getting home now. Speech and screen protectors have always been my go-to. The sycamore tree. Yeah, the sycamore tree. Yeah, that's what it was, the sycamore tree. Really sad to hear about that, man. I couldn't believe that story. I work in Canada, U.S. Everybody I know loves Canada, vice versa. I guess people in the energy industry treat each other as a family. Even my fellow workers in South America love Canada. There you go. Appreciate it. You know what? Like, listen, Canadians for the most part, yeah, we're nice people. But you know what? I've also had great experiences with Americans. Americans are nice people too. I always find the people in Las Vegas to be awesome. I really do. And even the people that come to Las Vegas from Texas and Ohio and Florida and wherever they're coming from for CES, they've always been awesome. I've always had a good experience. I've never not had a good experience in the United States. Okay? But just like every other country, Canada, US, wherever you are, we have our bad apples. We do. We have our issues. Everybody does. And it's just the human part. Okay? Right? I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, we're Canadians are the friendliest. Are you kidding me, man? You guys have seen me be a straight up dick to people. I don't like being like that. And I always call myself out when it happens. But yeah, we can be dicks. We can not be nice. It happens, right? So yeah. Spigen, screen protectors are the best. So easy to install. Yeah, my wife has a Spigen on her 7. Yep. Unbox therapy. I like Lou. Lou's awesome. Yeah, he's in Toronto. Yep. Zach, when did you hear about the tree getting cut down? It was in my Google news feed. I get news from over there and everything because I'm interested in stuff like that. And like photography and nature and stuff like that. So yeah, I read about it like the day it happened kind of thing, man. I was like, what? Because I knew about that tree and that place before even that movie. Like when I saw it in the Robin Hood movie, I'm like, oh, I know that, right? Like I didn't know what it was called, but I knew recognized it. I've seen so many great photos taken there. It's a beautiful, like it's out in the middle of nowhere, right in the middle of that rock path or like wall kind of thing. Beautiful. And then some asshole goes and cuts it down. Like why the fuck would you do that? Sorry, I'm sorry. Like it's demonetized. Oh man. Anyway, I just like, why would you do that? I don't understand. Nope. Someone's at the front door. Hold on, people. Hold on, someone's at the front door. And I don't think my family's home right now. Hold on a second. Oh, it's my daughter. Why is she ringing the doorbell? Oh, okay. She was at a sleepover. And she's home now. Okay, cool. Cool. That means it's time to go be a dad for a bit. Soon. They know I'm streaming. They're normally doing other stuff with mom on Sundays when I'm streaming. But today's different because it's Thanksgiving. All right, going back through the chat here. I missed some things here. Approximately 170 miles from where I live, 3.5 hour drive. Okay. Yeah, man, it's sad, man. They're good people. They just can't see past 20 miles above the border. That's shot. It's a shot. Oh my god. I just have dropped my article by Michelle for Android Central in the Discord. Interesting read. Okay, cool. I will have a look at that. I will take a look at that. Thank you for dropping that in the Discord. By the way, if let me put the Discord link one more time. I think it's still saved in my... There it is. So if you're just joining us, if you didn't get it earlier, there's the Discord link, okay? You can go ahead and join. The tree was in northeast of England, Northumbria. Am I saying that right? Northumbria, closer to Scotland. Northumbria? Am I saying that right? Northumbria? Closer to Scotland. I think I'm saying that right. Google News leaving Canada by the end of the year. Thanks, JT. Yeah, dude, I hope that doesn't happen. I love Google News, like how I can, you know, so I'll show you guys here. I love on Pixels how I can just go, and then there's a bunch of news and stuff, things that interest me or they should interest me. I get a lot of my news just from doing that, just from doing this. And Bill C-18. I'm not going to talk too much. I've really resisted talking about Bill C-11, Bill C-18. So we'll just chill for that right now. And I might talk about that in a future live stream. If I do, I'm going to go off. But I'm kind of sitting back and waiting right now. It's bad enough with Meta kind of taking the jump at it. Yeah, anyway. First I've heard about it. Can't believe they only heard about it now. Yeah, dude, it happened like early last week. It made Swedish TV news. Yeah, I don't doubt it, man. I don't doubt it. Dennis, glad you're still here, man. The 2,000-year-old Roman wall next to the tree called Hadrian's Wall has also been damaged. Am I pronouncing it? Hadrian's Wall has also been damaged as the tree, when it fell, damaged. The wall's UNESCO World Heritage. Yeah, it's such a shame. You know what? I hate to, I don't want to dismiss it, but I want to say I'm glad that we have the photos. I'm glad that we have the video from years past, but it sucks that future generations can't go and enjoy it as it is. You know, it's one thing if the tree were hit by lightning or something like that, like something natural, but to have someone go up with a chainsaw, are you freaking kidding me? Like just, like why? Why would you do that? Were you looking for a tree and that was the only one you could find? There's gotta be like, man, I hope they do something cool with the wood. You know, build something nearby or something like that. Like, I hope they do something cool with it. You know, something to, I don't know, man. It's hard. That's heartbreaking. It really is. I love being outside and nature and just enjoying stuff like that. You know, like I love going out to the mountains here with my family and stuff like that, and just that. We're my family and I, we're about the journey and not the destination. Like, we know we're gonna go to Banff, we know we're gonna go to Canmore, we know we're gonna go to these different mountain towns or something like that. But it's the drive, the walk, the trail, like, you know, that's the part of it I love. Not necessarily getting somewhere, but the process, the journey. Heartbreaking, man. I'm not trying to bring everybody down, but man, it sucks, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Scooter! Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna give you one of these.
Yes, science!
It has nothing to do with science, but there you go. Guys, there's the Discord thing. The article is in relation to the face unlock on Pixel 8. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to testing that as well once I get my 8 Pro and everything like that. Northumbria. There you go. Okay, so I said it right. Northumbria. Okay. Once the impressions also absolutely die in those news websites, I bet they back off. Yeah. So again, we're not gonna get too much into the Bill C-18 thing. Here's the thing. I'll say this really quick about Bill C-18. I support Google and Meta in their positioning with Bill C-18. I do. It's harsh. I know that I'm media, considered by media by most outlets, but I actually support Google and Meta's positioning with it. I don't support this whole link tax thing, but that's what it is. It's a link tax, and it's completely BS. Canadian media should be adjusting for today's landscape, not looking for a handout. Canadian media should be adjusting, adapting, not looking for a handout. There you go. Just below Scotland. Dave To and Zach are nicest. Lou is also one of the favorite, but I also feel if I met him, he could flip easy or get irritated. Maybe, you know what? I have a short temper. It can happen. You guys have seen it here and there. Something I'm working on. I'm not perfect, you know. So, but yeah, Dave. I've talked to Dave. I've talked to Lou. Like very quick. They're awesome guys. They're awesome people. They are. Dave makes some awesome content. I like Dave 2D. He's cool. All right. So people, the last thing I wanted to bring up, you guys are like, what happened to your hair? If you're on Twitter X, you saw this, okay? I'm going to bring this up. We're going to talk about this real quick, okay? I just want to address this real quick. I'm going to get in my soapbox, okay? Listen, okay? So, this past Wednesday, I took my son for a haircut, okay? And my son told the barber, and we told the barber, this is a completely different barber than what we normally go to. And we told the girl there, we told the barber, we said, 1 on the side, 2 on the top, and make sure he still has hair to comb, that he normally kind of styles it up, kind of thing, kind of spikes it. And the girl there completely buzz cutted him. Now, I didn't make a scene at the time. I kind of was like, what are you doing? My son laughed. We paid and we left. I had tipped and everything. Got home and then realized, oh crap, my son has photos tomorrow, school photos the next day before we go into this long weekend. And we're kind of coming to that realization that this sucks. So I told my son, I said, son, you know that kids can be cruel. You're going to be made fun of. Hopefully your friends just give you a little bit of a ribbing, but people were really, Jesus Christ. People were really mean to him at school, like really cruel. And it really sucked. My son is building up a pretty thick skin here, and I've been trying not to gloss over things and I'm trying to be really transparent with my son and in terms of how cruel this world can be without ruining it for him as a child, because he's only 11. But he's really mature for his age. He's so damn smart. I don't know where he gets it from. Anyway, the kids were mean to him at school, and we had a good talk and everything, and I explained to him that, listen, this is how you're gonna find out who your friends are. It's okay to have a laugh here with your friends, but some people were just straight out just mean, and those are not his friends. I'm gonna skip this on. So, we were about to go out last night to do a few things, and I'm like, you know what? Let's fix this. Let's fix this as well as we can. Now, I did fill out a form and whatnot, and I told the manager, I had a conversation with the manager, and I told the manager straight up, this is what happened. I said, I didn't make a big deal at the time, but I'm just not happy. And obviously, you guys can't control how other people are going to react, the other kids at school and everything like that. But here's the reality of the situation. I showed the barber a photo of what I want his hair to look like. We told her, 1 on the side, 2 on the top, to make sure he has that bit of hair to comb. And she buzzed him. So she said she didn't offer a refund. I didn't ask for a refund. I should have asked for a refund. But what she did is she put on the file that, oh, well, your son can have a free haircut. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to take him back there. Never again, right? So we went there last night, and I I said, listen, I know that the haircut is supposed to be for my son, but I want you to do to him what I want you to do to me what you did to him. They're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, just do it. Just leave my beard alone. So the girl that did his hair was not there. And don't get me wrong, the girl that did this to him, she was very nice. She was very polite. She was actually very nice to talk to. She just didn't follow directions, and she really messed up. So I had them do this to my hair. And why did I do this? Because I don't want my son to be alone on this. And I want to show support. And why did I put this on social media? If you're a dad, if you're a father, sometimes it's just the simple things to show support. A hug, getting your hair buzzed, whatever, right? That's all you got to do to be supportive. My father was never supportive like this with me. And that's a whole different thing. I'm not going to go into therapy with you guys and everything like that. I'm doing my own thing. But yeah, I just wanted to show that, you know, we can be better people and do the simple things. And you know what? I actually kind of dig it. I might actually continue doing this. Yeah. So that's that. That's more of the story. But the post there basically explains everything. So anyway, people, listen. It's almost 12:30 here, 2:30 out east, 11:30 a.m. out west, 1:30 central, 8:30 UK. It's Thanksgiving weekend. So let's wrap up the chat here. And, you know, and then we'll kind of go from here, hey? Going through the chat here. Going through the, oh, look, this thing moved again. Here, let's do them all like this, just to kind of mess with people. Here, that's a cool picture. There you go. That's a cool picture. Oh, maybe straighten this one a little bit. There we go. All right. Unfortunately, we have a different class of a-hole here in England. Yeah, man. I think we all do. Serge. More like they want it for the fireplace. I don't know. Did you see Lou's video on the OnePlus Open with Pete Lau? How it was covered? No, I have not, Jimmy. It's on my list to watch later today on the Pixel tablet. I got a bunch of stuff I need to watch later if I get a chance. Serge says, I think he looks cool. Buzz cuts are awesome. Thanks, man. I'll let him know. I will let him know. I appreciate everybody's comments there on Twitter X as well. The nice comments and everything. Very inspiring, Zach. Thanks, Jimmy. It's the least I can do. You did the right thing. Wish more parents did more for their family. Thanks, Mac. I appreciate that. I really do. It's 1929, so 7:30 here in Northern Ireland for me. There you go. On to the food. Yeah, man. I've got turkey to eat. I've got turkey and all sorts of stuff. So listen. Everybody's getting their pixels this week for the most part, okay? Release is supposed to be Thursday, official. Like, I'm supposed to pick up on Thursday, okay? As soon as I get my Pixel 8 Pro from my carrier, I'm not opening it at my carrier. I'm taking the box and I'm coming back here to the studio to do a live stream right then and there. You guys know when I do these unboxings, it's an unboxing, it's a setup, everything. We do the transfer. I show you guys how to log in. I do everything. So if you want to see it all done in real time, be here. And if you can't, watch the replay and I'll put chapters in. I put really detailed chapters in. I've done this for the Pixel 6 Pro. I've done it for the Pixel 7 Pro. And now I'm going to do it for the Pixel 8 Pro. Okay, people. Thanks everybody for coming through. Appreciate all the super chats and the people that bought coffee and all the support that way. As always, like I told you before, I appreciate you guys just coming through and hitting the like button and everything like that and hanging out here with me every Sunday. Really do appreciate it. People, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys all have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. If you're having yourself one of those days, if you're having Thanksgiving. If not, you know, happy Sunday. And I'll catch you guys later this week. Stay tuned through the Discord and Twitter X and Instagram of when I'm picking up my Pixel 8 Pro and when exactly that live stream will be up. I'll put up a placeholder for the live stream once I know from my carrier when I can pick up, and then we'll get going. All right, people. You guys have a good night, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. And we'll talk to you later. Take care. Cheers.